Let's get into the fights. We had Bellator, which I didn't know about. I didn't see much. It wasn't on my radar. I wasn't thinking about it, so I didn't catch any of it. I was watching the other fights, and I started checking my Instagram, and I started seeing highlights from fights, and I was like, "What the hell?" I don't understand. I think the only way, I've joked around about people, the promotions laundering money before. Who was it? They're talking about those guys, 1FCs, and their numbers and how they're funny. And some people said they're laundering money, but other people said maybe, but that's probably the more probably possible answer is that they're just scheming investors. They're just scamming investors. They're just pulling slick ones on people with money. And they just keep going to new investor. Maybe that's why they're all cool with leaving things the way they are, or that weird stuff that's going on. Everybody's just fine with it not being a sport. Anyways, I digress. So I'm not going to be able to talk about the Bellators. I don't know, man. Brian T says, does Bellator advertise cards with flyers? I never hear anything about them, so I don't watch them. So that's what I'm saying. So like, if they're not really promoting seriously, if everybody doesn't know when their card is, like, even if I didn't want or care anything about the Jake Paul Anderson Silva fight, I couldn't get away from it. I could not get away from it. It was everywhere. It was promoted everywhere. It was on all social media platforms. It was on everything. I could not hear something about that. Okay, so why is he doing that so well? But I don't hear about a Bellator card. I think it was in a different country and it was in the morning, but I was like, are they just like, oh, screw it. Who cares about the viewers at home? I don't understand. They have the undercard. They put the undercards free on YouTube now. So it's like, they're accessible. There's a lot of fighters and they have great fights. There's great fighters and great fights. So like, what's the problem? What's the deal? What's going on? I don't get it. They don't care about viewer. I mean, because that's what that feels like to me. When the promoter doesn't care about viewership, and that's where you get your money from. If you don't have eyeballs, like, how are you getting sponsor money? How are you doing anything? You don't have the eyeballs. So if they're not trying to get the eyeballs, like, where are they getting the money from? Suckers, maybe. Sucker born every minute. Guys looking to get rich quick because they're excited about it, fighting, and they can't wait to throw money at it. And they're the guys who are going to make it great, make MMA great again. And they get rugged, and then promoters moved on to the next guy. Is that what's happening? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I don't get it. A lot of the boxing promoters also, because you don't really hear anything about them, but these guys are making crazy money, and the lower level guys, compared with MMA fighters, they make more. Not by much, but they make more all the way up until that middle fame level, like UFC type level. They've had 10 boxing matches.